All right, it's a good win. Good win. I'm excited for us. You know, the thing that I'm most pleased with is how our defense came back. You know, they worked extremely hard all week. They came out and played fast. They played physical. We had a really good plan from our defensive staff, and the kids executed it. And we put a lot of pressure on them. You know, we talked all week long about, you know, we can't give them points, and that's what we did. We gave them points with the punt and our offense, and then not being able to finish the game at the end with the ball. You know, put a lot of pressure on the defense. They responded. They made all the plays when the pressure was on and really dominated the game. I was very proud of them. Offensively, you know, when you look at the first half, I thought we did some really good things. We had good stats at halftime. We were doing good on third downs. We had moved the ball. We left a couple points out there in the first half. But the second half, you know, was not anywhere close to what you need, you know, to win a game. We did move the ball a few times when we were backed up to flip the field and work some clock. We need to get the ball in the end zone. We had a nice drive going and actually called a fade into the boundary, and he threw it to the field. And he had been making good decisions on that drive, but made an error there. We had a guy that can really run fades for us in Jamari Staples against their third corner, and that's where you need to attack. You know, that's what you need to go after. And he just needs to learn that, because we did a nice job moving the ball and made good decisions driving it down there. But then to throw that interception in the end zone really hurt, because we didn't even get a field goal out of it. So, but we'll keep working at it. We need our offense to come back like our defense did this week.
Did you expect this type of game, this style of game, back and forth like it was?
Does that thing work? I don't think so either. That's pretty weird. I don't think we need it anyway. But, you know, I think they're a very good defense. They're experienced. They made some adjustments out there. Their players, you know, were smart. They've showed all year long they can play good defense. That's why I was happy with where we were at halftime, and felt like we could, you know, come out and score a couple times in the second half and finish the game. But instead, we gave them some points on the board and really made it a close one. But I was nervous about our defense, because I thought they played well against Clemson. You know, they ran the ball well. They made some plays. They got the ball in the end zone. So when you're looking at the scoreboard, you're very nervous. But our defense just did a great job and came up with huge plays right in front of you.
Is there something? I mean, obviously it's not the pretty win, but it's something about getting a win.
Yeah,
at this
great
point.
to get a win. There's no question, and it was not pretty. It was ugly, you know. But there was a lot of positives there too. You know, we got to try to build on the positives, and you know, try to put a streak together, which would start Friday night at Wake Forest. So it's important for us to do a good job in our preparation. We're going to give them Sunday off, so they'll be off tomorrow. And then we'll bring them back in late afternoon on Monday and practice Monday night, which will be a normal Tuesday practice for us, and then we'll just get on that type of schedule.
Coach, it seemed like Boston College's defense got into a bit of a rhythm, getting some stops. Was there ever any thought to maybe going to a Kyle to give the team a different look, or was it going to be Lamar pretty much all the way through?
No, I didn't have any thought of that at all. You know, I think that when we didn't move the ball, a lot of it was up front. You know, we turned some guys loose, and we had some negative plays. And against that defense, you can't have negative plays. And, you know, there was times we drove it down there, and then we have a misread, lose 5 yards, get a penalty, lose 5 more yards, and move the ball backwards. And that's something that we have to really work on and get better. I was really disappointed in our penalties. You know, we had a couple of them at the center. We had a couple of them jumping offside. And that, I think, hurt us just as much as anything.
Specifically, the false start calls on the center. How does that happen?
That's a good question. You know, he was moving the ball. You know, he was moving the ball. He said he was anticipating. You know, it can't happen. We would do it every single day. So we've got to get that straightened out.
You acknowledged some effort issues last week. Today you have 1 for 14 on third down conversions. You had like 14 tackles for loss. Is that a reflection of the opponent or a better effort?
I think
Both.
definitely a better effort. And, you know, our team played extremely fast. They played extremely hard. You know, we held them, someone told me we held them to 70-some yards. Now, that's not the best offense we faced all year, and they've had their issues all year. But we dominated them, and we needed to win the game. That's what we needed from our defense. And I know we're going to put the video on and see them flying around and playing with a lot of enthusiasm and making plays.
Looks like in the second half, you all had some momentum with the quick slant pass and some of the quick passes. Didn't have so much success on the run game up front. What were some of the things just throughout that half that you really liked offensively, and maybe some things you think you could have improved on?
Yeah, I liked it, 2 times when we were backed up that we were able to move the ball and switch the field. But we made some mistakes and weren't able to go in and score, and you have to be able to do that. We did do a good job of completing some passes when the pressure was on. You know, it's really nice to have Jamari back. Quick's doing a great job for us. And it was great to see Bagley step in and make plays for us. You know, he's a guy that really didn't start playing football till he was a junior in high school. He's extremely talented, but he's kind of just learning the game, but he keeps getting better. And when Jalen got hurt, it was great to see him come in and make plays for us.
Coach, could we see Rankins at running back?
Maybe. That was a nice run. You know, it was a nice scoop and score. It was a really nice job. You know, I think everyone gave him a bad time last year when he picked off that shovel pass and got tackled. So he might have spent some time this summer working at it.
The last play, Trayvon, I think he was 3 yards past the tackle before Flutie got the ball. Can you just talk about his last couple weeks and how much he's improved? And a couple of sacks today.
Yeah, he's doing a really nice job for us. You know, he's extremely quick. He's doing a good job of anticipating the snap and working hard in the video room to give him some tips, much like Elvis used to do. You know, Elvis used to study the quarterback, used to study the center, know how to get off and get on the edge. And, you know, I'm really proud of him. I think he's done a great job for us and really has been our best edge rusher.
Bobby, coming into this game, the offensive line seemed to really kind of start building some goodwill and putting some decent performances back to back. Did they give some of that back today with the penalties and the missed assignments and stuff?
Yeah, we didn't play well. You know, we didn't play like we need to. But that's probably one of the best front guys and group of linebackers that we're going to face. You know, they're very, very experienced. They're very smart. They did a good job. And we knew going in that it was going to be hard. And, you know, the 52, he's just a really good player and smart. And, you know, he does some things on his own that really, you know, are hard for you. Gaps covered, he goes to the next gap. And, you know, he's not only just a really good player, he's very smart. He is a lot faster than he was a year ago. He's trimmed down, and he's having a great year for him.
Coach, just as far as the tight end position, no catches for the tight ends today. It seemed like they had been getting an advantage on the inside. Is there, you know, anything to that? Do you need to get those guys more involved?
Yeah, we needed to use them in protection a lot today. You know, that was the hardest thing, and it's frustrating for our tight ends. You know, they like catching the ball. They're good at it. They can run and catch the ball. But they were utilized a lot in protection to try to help us get the ball out and convert some passes and some third downs. All right, thank you.